Hey, it's Andy Lockwood, following up from last night's workshop at the Knights of Columbus. And what I wanted to do was make good on my promise. I had about 25 or so people hand me in these evaluation forms. One of the questions on there was, is there anything I didn't cover? So I want to just quickly go through some of the questions that people still wanted answers to. All right. What do I do with the money in my kid's name? I think I was pretty clear about last night that I didn't want to necessarily start rattling off solutions to people. That's kind of it's almost malpractice, I think, to do that. But you may do nothing with money in your kid's name, or if you are hoping for financial aid, you may want to consider moving that either into your own name or into something entirely exempt from the financial aid formulas. But I can't really make a recommendation without sitting down with you. And if you want to come in, I already told you how you could do that. Sometimes it doesn't make sense to do anything, and other times it makes sense to make it exempt entirely. And I gave you good examples of that at the workshop. There's retirement accounts, there's business assets, there's insurance products, there's annuity products. These are all things that I typically advise my clients on. So that's the answer. I'm sorry, I can't give you a better answer than that. I am divorced. My son lives with me full time. I am head of household, but didn't claim him on my taxes, ? Hoping to claim this year as opposed to his father claiming him. Not really a question, other than it's a scenario. If divorced parents have a very particular type of scenario that they have to deal with, sometimes there's flexibility and it works out to their advantage. So if you're a single parent and you're wondering how that's going to affect financial aid, what I want to tell you is it's not necessarily linked to who claims who on the taxes as a dependent. There's the way you fill out the financial aid forms are in fact usually quite independent from from how you do it on income taxes. Most schools, well, I don't even know if I can say most schools. Many schools want to see information from both parents, even the quote-unquote non-custodial parent. So what I'll tell you is this is an area of flexibility. If you are divorced, you'll have some options that are open to you, possibly that regular parents do not have. So that's something to sit down and talk about. Let's see, I have one or two here. Oh, how do you know what financial aid is if FAFSA needs to be filled out every year? I think that question is, how do you know what you're going to get? Well, you don't really know what you're going to get until you fill the form out and hit submit, and then hear back a couple weeks later from the financial aid office. Unfortunately, I don't have an answer to that. What you can do, though, is predict what you should be getting based on researching the schools and how much they have, the way that I had tried to talk about, give you those questions to research before. So unfortunately, there's no crystal ball involved here. But if you do your homework right and you roll up your sleeves, you do have a pretty decent shot at trying to figure it out. All right, last one. Do you have any questions we didn't answer? How to deal with a student already enrolled? Great question. How do you deal with a student already enrolled? Well, two things. Number one, you could possibly see if he made any mistakes on the FAFSA. Again, that's something that I told you I'd be happy to review. But the second thing is, since you have to reapply every year, that's how you deal with it. You have to reapply for financial aid every year, so even if he's already enrolled, he may not be able to improve anything for this year, but for next year you have a better shot at it. All right, so I really want to congratulate you and thank you for attending. I'm glad that you showed up, and I want to remind you about my offer for a free consultation. There were 15 families that requested consultations out of the 25 or so that showed up last night, so I still have 3 spots available. And all you need to do if you want that spot is to call my office at 882-5464, or you can email me at al@financialaidbuzz.com. And there's a deadline on those consults because I'm doing another workshop in a couple of weeks in Roslyn. So I can't remember when we said the deadline was, but it's in a couple of weeks. So I have to do that in order to sort through all the families that want to come see me. Again, at the consult, there's no pressure, there's no coercion. We sit down. If I can help you, great. If not, fine. If there's some stuff that you can do on your own, we'll talk about it also. Don't bring your money. Don't bring your wallet. There's no money at all. It's a free consultation as my way of thanking the Knights of Columbus for letting me hold the workshop there. All right. Hopefully I'll see you soon. Either way, thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.